What's up, this is Chosen, and this video is going to be covering the 2x Void event that's going to be starting this weekend, and then using this video as an opportunity to get you caught up on everything going on in the game currently. So let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so first off, right off the bat, let's talk about the fact there is going to be 2x Void shards this weekend starting on Friday, October 9th. Now, do not take this video as Void shards going live. That is not the case. I am just letting you know as soon as I know so that you can prepare properly for 2x Voids. And it's going to be coinciding with, if we go to the news tab and we pull up the Fusion event thing, we can see here that we've got a Champion Chase tournament October 9th through October 12th. That's going to be coinciding with the 2x Void event that's going to be starting this weekend. So again, don't start summoning your Voids right now. You're going to want to wait until you see the aesthetic of the portal. It'll change to purple, where we'll have some beam shooting up to the sky. And you always want to click on the eye and make sure that Void shards, you can see that they will be doubled. They will be 1% for legendaries and 16% for epics. Now, 2x Voids are a very exciting time because it's probably the best opportunity for mid-game to end-game players to get good champions, and the best time to pull shards. Now, 2x Ancients is probably the best for early game players and people transitioning into the mid-game. But once you've got a very developed account and you're doing stage 20 of all the dungeons, maybe you're hitting Nightmare Ultra on the clan boss, 2x Voids is probably the best and most impactful event to get those great champions like Saris and Chris and Maneater for unkillable comps. A very important time for the community, so I am super excited. And if you want to pull shards live on stream, there's a link down below in a pinned comment to my stream. We're going to pull a bunch of Void shards for viewers and summon a bunch of champions together, so that should be a lot of fun, and I hope to have you join us. And as far as my 3 most wanted champions, probably Maneater for sure. I've never summoned a Maneater out of like 1,300 Void shards. I've never summoned a Maneater, so I could really use a couple of him so I can finally put together that best unkillable comp in the game. And then a dupe Madam Saris would be great for 3v3. I would love to have one of her. I do have one currently maxed out, but I would love to get a second one. And then honestly, getting that new Barbarian Legendary Ursuga, or a Chris, some sort of top tier Void legendary that I don't have would be great. So that's what I'm looking for in the event. Let me know down below what you're looking for on 2x Voids, how many you'll be pulling and all that stuff. I love reading what you guys are doing for events. It really helps me to keep a pulse of the community and what's going on. And I do also want to touch on the Fusion event for Vergamcar. Now that it's been live for a little bit, we've got some time to digest what's going on, test a few champions, and really sink our teeth into this Fusion. So I did record a video recently with Deadwood, Manable, Kizzle, and J-Gigs, where we did a kind of podcast, 45-minute long type video discussion, and just talked about a bunch of different topics. The too long didn't watch version of our discussion about Vergamcar is that you should get him if it's realistic, because he may be good for future content, but right now it's going to be a little bit tough to get consistent value out of him. So don't feel bad if you miss out. It's definitely a really tough Fusion for a lot of you out there. So don't break your back trying to do it. But if you can go for it realistically, then you should. But if you're an early game player, mid game player who doesn't spend a whole lot, hasn't developed their account to a high level yet, don't feel bad about missing out on this guy. He's not a bad Alcazar or a Valkyrie or something. He's not going to immediately slam into your account and progress you. So don't feel bad if you miss out, but do go for it if you can realistically. That's kind of the general sentiment about the Fusion as of right now. And one quick note that I do want to make about Void shards before I forget, because I forget to mention this a lot, and it can be kind of important, is you're going to want to get a few champions to level 30 so that you can sacrifice rares and not just destroy your champion storage space. Because if you're going to be pulling 25, 30, 40 Void shards, you're going to want to level up like 10 level 30 champions so that you can immediately sacrifice them, get your 4 stars, and clean up your champion storage space. That is a small detail that sometimes people go in to a 2x event without remembering to do, is get a few level 30 champions. That way you can easily manage things right after you pull them and keep your account rolling. And with 2x Voids going on, it's going to be fun to see some people get Ursuga, because I think Ursuga Warcaller is going to be a top 10 legendary in the game, maybe even top 5. Really good cooldown rotation, getting the stuff to 3 turns on both the A2 and the A3. lots of ally protect, lots of debuffing, CC on the A1, scaling with HP, void, so never hitting weak. Got a good passive here to tank for your team. Got an amazing aura of 33% ally HP in all battles, and amazing base stats. High base HP, high defense, the attack is irrelevant, insane base speed, high base resist. So yeah, Ursuga is gonna be a top 10 legendary of the game. It's gonna be fun to see her implemented into the community and a bunch of people getting her during 2x voids. In terms of tournaments going on in the game right now, you may want to keep an eye on the Ice Golem tournament because it does end in less than 24 hours. So if you're going for the fusion, you're going to want to go ahead and scoop up the champion here. And then never a bad idea to get core hammers and books. Obviously, I wish there was a legendary book on the right side here of the guaranteed rewards, but you're going to want to pay attention to that because it does end in less than 1 day. And then for events in the game, we've actually got a lot of stuff going on. We've still got 9 days left on champion training. This event is really, really difficult. To get to 27,500 is a lot to ask with how much is going on in the game right now. But you're going to want to keep an eye on this for the next week or so. If you're trying to do the fusion, you're going to need to get to the 19,150 at least to get Bayroth. So you're definitely slowly level up champions when you can. It's going to be tough, but if you're going for the fusion, it's going to be something you want to keep tabs on. And there is also an artifact enhancement event going on, lasting for the next 3.5 days. And this one is pretty realistic to get the rare. I like how this one was structured. If you're doing the fusion, you can get to the 1,500 pretty quickly. And then for those people that want to spend more silver continuing forward, you can get some extra rewards. So I like how this one was designed. This is good for a fusion friendly artifact enhancement event. So a good opportunity to take some of those artifacts to level 12 and see how they're rolling and figure out which ones you want to keep, and also take some of those artifacts from 12 to 16 on champions that you're trying to use more often in tag team arena, faction wars, and really develop the artifacts of your champion pool. And lastly, there's also a Dungeon Divers event going on that you're gonna want to mainly pay attention to getting the 1,300 for Gloral Brutebane, and then after that, if you want to keep going, not a bad idea because there is a lot going on right now. So grinding dungeons, especially if it's the Ice Golem, not a bad idea right now. And you also get a Void Shard by continuing to keep going. Void Shards are a great reward. Again, I wish they would throw out more books in these, but since we can get the Fusion Champion pretty quickly at 1,300, all in all, I'm okay with the structure of this event. And let's go have a discussion about the offers in game currently. Okay, so we've got Great Deal Mix Pack. Let's pull this up and plug this in. We've got looks like 35, and then we're gonna go 7 and 2 on the books. 7, 2, 15 times 4 is gonna be 60. So 60 brews, 950k. We just couldn't make it a million, could we? 950k and 950 energy. All right, there we go. We've got a 1.57. So yeah, this one's gonna be a pass for me. Special silver pack. Haven't seen this one a whole lot. I think I have seen this once before. I don't remember how good it graded out. Energy of 1750, 25 mil, and 1750 gems. Okay, we've got a 1.80, grading out as right there in the middle of the good tier. Yeah, this one's probably a pass for me. With 2x voids coming, you're going to want to be a little bit careful about your spending for the next few days, because in case that good void shard offer comes through, you're going to want to have the budget available to scoop that up. So definitely be careful about your spending the next couple of days. This one, it's not in the teal. It's not a 2.0. This would also be a pass for me. Mini mix pack is there every day. And we've got Immortal Gear for $25. Going to be a pass for me. This would need to be like $10 to recommend it. And then Great Deal Mix Pack. This one has been there for a few days now. Not a great offer in my opinion. I would hold off and stay strong until we see what the void offers are, because 2x voids are a big event in the community. So I would be careful about your spending. If you do want to spend, if you're just got your heart set on spending, the special silver pack is the best of what I see available in game currently. But let's put the offer sheet away and wrap things up here. So yeah, guys, lots of stuff going on. You're going to want to loosely focus on the fusion if it's realistic for you to do so, because you never know. There may be bosses in the Doom Tower that are really devastating in terms of provoke, and you're going to need them to get to the higher tiers of the Doom Tower or something, and Vergumkar may be helping with that. Always a good idea to acquire legendaries. You don't know if they're going to get buffed or be really good in future content. So definitely acquire him if it's realistic for you to do so. Start focusing on these tournaments and events to get those rares and start fusing into the legendary if you can do it. But at the same time, if you can't do it, if it's not realistic for you to go for it, don't feel bad at all. You're not gonna be missing out on a ton of account progression by missing out on this guy or something. So don't feel bad if you can't get it done. You're gonna be fine, I promise. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. 2x Void's gonna be starting in a couple days on Friday, October 9th. Gonna be super exciting, and I hope to see you on stream pulling shards with us. So yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.